Now, if the mind is cluttered too much, it will even deflect knowledge. Isn't it? Isn't this true? So now let's go into the actual method of perception. How does it actually take place? See, you have to pay attention because it is not so simple a process, although it happens just like that. You see, now I am seeing this equipment. Immediately I am having an experience of it. But the actual process involved, let us see first what science tells us. What is the process of perception? See, first of all, you see a thing only by the light it throws out at you. Isn't this true? Your physics will tell you this. You are seeing that thing. Now I am seeing that chair. It is red in color. It is actually throwing out red light, electromagnetic radiation in that particular range. So it is appearing as red to me. It is not the light it is holding back. It is rejected light which I am perceiving as the color of the chair. Right? Your physics will tell you this. If I could perceive the light it was holding back, that would be the actual color of the chair. But I can never perceive that. I can only perceive the light it has rejected, thrown back at me. You perceive anything only through the light it throws back at you. So you see, even in astronomy, when you are perceiving a star, you are perceiving that star by the light it has thrown back at you. Maybe that light left that star 1 million light years back. So you are perceiving it as it was 1 million light years back. That is why astronomy में हम कहते हैं, when you look deep into space, you look back into time. You can only perceive a thing by the light it throws at you. This is the first point you should know. Now when that light is thrown at you, what happens? It goes into your visual apparatus. It enters your eye. There's an inverted image formed in your retina. An inverted image of that object carried by that electromagnetic radiation. This is the explanation of science. And that inverted image in your retina is further carried into your brain. That information passes through the thalamus, which acts like a filter, and goes to your visual cortex. There you are getting an experience, as it were, of that object. Now please see, electromagnetic radiation is photonic light, photons, it is colorless. When it enters your brain, it is sparking off your neurochemistry, electromagnetic radiation. Neurochemistry also is colorless, but your experience of the object is colorful, formful. You see the object in 3D, in real space and time. How does this happen? When the electromagnetic radiation is colorless, formless, when your neurochemistry is colorless, formless, but you experience the object. How does an impression, which is nothing but EMR, become an experience to you? How does electromagnetic radiation become color to you? How does this happen? This is a huge gap which consciousness studies is trying to explore. This is a huge gap in science. How do I actually perceive the object as a three-dimensional image in real space and time with so much of color? You actually experience the beauty of this entire world. You are experiencing it. You are not just catching the impression, the light it is throwing out. You are experiencing it. You see, the video camera, which is tracking images, that is also tracking the image and holding it in its memory. It is not experiencing the object, isn't it? You are experiencing the object. So awareness, self-awareness is required to experience a thing. Are you catching the point? Not just memory. Self-awareness is required to experience. Finally, awareness is at the heart of experience. If you were not aware, if you were not self-aware being, you cannot experience the thing. Just like how the video camera, your mobile phone cannot experience anything. It can just hold the image for you. So experience itself is possible because awareness is the very seat of your experience, the very heart of your experience. So here, where science stops, science is still exploring, Yoga Vedanta make a tremendous contribution here. They help you understand what is the role of mind and this awareness in the perceptive process. Science will give you the information from the object to the brain, how you are perceiving. From the brain to consciousness, Yoga Vedanta contribute immensely in our understanding how exactly we perceive.